down, pop! Let me tell you a story about Greentek. Fish told me years ago about some kids in Montreal, and he was talking about this little light-skinned dude. He was like, man, he's like 14. He's like, Slick, this motherfucker's bad, right? He was just telling me this motherfucker is bad. So I ain't thinking about it. I'm like, oh, okay. So 2009, I go out there to Montreal. They had something called soul banging. And we go out there and we watched them pop. And we was tripping off of the level of poppers. So they had Monster Pop, they had Green, they had all these fucking poppers, nigga. And I'm like, where in the fuck did they come from? Okay, we're like Monster Pop, all these motherfuckers, man. I'm like, what the fuck? But Green stood the fuck out. So me and Bootsy, especially Bootsy, he said, Slick, who is that little motherfucker right there, though? The one that keep going to the ground. I said, I don't know. That motherfucker's hard. And we kept saying that shit while the contest was going on. Bruh, them motherfuckers in Montreal, man, never looked twice at that motherfucker, bro. He wasn't special to them at all. So the next day we have master class, right? I threw a master class. So the next day, all them same motherfuckers was in there, and I was
That's the
talking.
famous get down, throw down video, right? Sorry to interrupt.
That's the famous get down, throw down video.
So there's get down and throw down. You have to have both in popping.
So we go in there, right? And everybody's sitting down, and I'm like giving people praise because remember, they were all popping with individual shit. It wasn't a boogaloo factory. You know what I'm saying? And when I talked about Green, nobody even looked back at the nigga. Like nobody gave a fuck about that nigga, man. And that's the first time that the true meaning of what I'm talking about, the ecosystem took control. I said, wait a minute, man. It was obvious. And his shit was original. You know, back then he wasn't trying to be a boogaloo dude. Right now he's Mr. Boogaloo. He's, whatever. Back then he was on some other shit. And the thing about it was nobody gave a fuck. And then when I would mention Green's name, they just look at me like I never said nothing. So that's when I understood there's a ecosystem and there's a oppression system. Those motherfuckers are in competition so bad, they not going to give their opponents no kind of love, which is fine. Okay. But you got to have the whole goddamn city and no one is fucking talking about this dude, bro. Nobody. So look, I do a video later on, I think in November of 2009, highlighting Greentek, Green. And see, there's some discrepancy. Like Green hates when I say this shit because he think that you're trying to own them or something. Like Slick never taught me. Slick never taught me. Slick never taught me. And nigga, I don't give a fuck. I didn't never teach you shit. But nigga, I am the voice. I am the voice, nigga. So even if you're as good as this nigga, even though he was fucking good, nobody was gonna give this nigga any props because they were all stuck in that fucking oppression shit. Okay. So when I made the video of him popping, I said, look at this motherfucker. And I'm talking crazy, right? And I'm like praising him. Next thing you know, nigga, he's on a plane. He goes to LA. He starts fucking with the Great 1-8 niggas. They was looking at this nigga like, where the fuck did he come from? From that point on, Greentek blew up. So from my promoting him, I didn't have to. The nigga was so good. I didn't have to do anything but just point to him. Like, look at him. And the only reason why it worked is because everybody knows that I'm big, Slick Dog, quadruple OG, and I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm going to only point out what's good because that is good for the game. The fact that the only way a person with his fucking talent is going to get noticed is if I say something, shows you how fucked up the ecosystem is.
That's not how
Okay.
it should be. You
That's
shouldn't.
not how it
The
should be.
apex predator should not have to intervene to restore balance in the ecosystem when it's
Exactly.
obvious. Because watch the clips from that competition. He's dominating everyone, and he doesn't even know it. I mean, that's a beautiful. I think those videos are still on YouTube, and that was my favorite thing he ever did, honestly. But he's kind of just doing his thing. Like, I'm going to do my
He's
little
doing his
rhythm. I'm
shit.
going to repeat it. Blah,
Green was doing
blah.
his shit, bro.
And he was just doing his shit, and that's kind of the what it looks like when you are a healthy popper. That moment is you're good. You have your own style. You can deliver it. You can do it.
Look how many kids that motherfucker motivated. Everybody loved that nigga. Everybody loved him. You can't even have a contest unless you have Pop and C, MT Pop, Green. You really can't have a contest until you bring a pure popper into it. And basically, it's our Boogaloo style. Let's test it against the other style. This is what
Right.
happens in Asia. Do you ever see MT Pop get canceled in the first or second or third fucking rounds? No. He's always in the finals. Why? Because if he's not in the finals, your contest is going to be shit. Your contest is not going to be TV worthy because MT Pop is fucking primetime TV, nigga. And you have to have him in the fucking finals. Why? You got the sick ecosystem against the healthy ecosystem.